Hey guys, Pedro here. Today we are talking about how I switched from Team Pixel to Team iPhone. Here we go. I shattered my Pixel 2 XL screen and opted to not pay the $300 price tag to fix it. It just did not seem like it was worth it, and I ended up making a pretty big decision. So I ended up switching from a Pixel 2 XL to an iPhone XR. For about $800, you're getting a premium Apple product that feels amazing. First off, it's not like the other phones coming in with stainless steel. This comes in with aluminum and a bit of a kind of glass back panel. So it does make it slippery, but I really prefer aluminum so much more over any of the other kind of builds that are out there. It just feels so refined. It feels better in hand. It is a little bit more slippery, but I do like the feel. This is an 820p display and it freaking kicks butt. It's amazing. The color accuracy is second to none. It beats my broken Pixel by miles, especially because the iPhone has no blue tint issues. It is truly the best display I have ever used. One thing that was very strange were the bezels. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the thick bezels, but I got used to it pretty quickly, especially with the size of the phone. I mean, 6.1 inch screen, it kind of disappeared and dissolved. It was not an issue for me. Then there's also the notch. I mean, we're living in Notch City or Notch Land, whatever you want to call this place now. So if you don't like a notch, there are obviously other options. Let's talk about audio. Most of the speakers are on the bottom of the screen. So right here, those are the speakers. It's exactly what you would think. They sound whatever. They're pretty average. I feel like it's even a little bit louder than my 2XL. However, the quality, once you start turning it to maximum, it's not that great. However, in terms of making a phone call or using FaceTime, the sound quality is impeccable. I noticed with the 2XL that sometimes the calls would sound very muffled for no reason. People would literally start sounding like a robot. One of the biggest reasons why people would buy this phone, or maybe not buy this phone, is the camera. It only has one camera on the back. This camera is the same as the one that's on the XS and the X Max. So whenever you're shooting with your iPhone XS, you have one at the top and one at the bottom. This one is the exact same as the one on the top. The video is great when you're using the camera. I mean, you can record 4K at 24, 30, and 60 frames per second. That is incredible. A lot of value there. You can record 1080p, and I think it's 240 frames per second or 120 frames per second, so you can get great slow-mo video in pretty good quality. I don't think the Pixel 2 XL had that many options. As I mentioned earlier, this has that one lens. So with the one lens, if you're trying to take portraits, you're gonna use the software. The software is not entirely there like it is over at Google. Apple's getting there though. I mean, the quality is there. The bokeh, being able to change the bokeh is pretty sweet. Next, let's talk about battery. I haven't had too much experience with this phone. Again, I've only had it for a few days. However, the battery seems pretty good so far. So iOS 12 has a lot of convenient features, whereas the Pixel 2 XL or any type of Android phone has a lot of customization, a lot of options you can take advantage of, and I really prefer that as well. However, in this case, I'm kind of team Apple. I love their software, their simplicity of it, how minimalistic it is, and how easy it is to go through their menus. I think this phone is going to be the most worth it option in terms of any type of mobile phone or any type of smartphone out there right now. I feel like it outperforms the Pixel 2 XL, the 3 XL, and it is something that not many other companies are going to be able to compete against. It's much more affordable, and I think Google is in trouble. They need to compete for the next phone. They need to make something that has better features. But if they can create an iMessage, a FaceTime version of what they have, they are in a good position. But right now, Google has been behind, and they are falling behind even more so now. I mean, this is the perfect time to come in because iPhones aren't being sold as much as they used to. People aren't upgrading as much as they used to. So why not try to steal that market, build these features, build that ecosystem, and take advantage of that? Going back to the iPhone XR, I think this phone is amazing for the price. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.